Well, Gary, a game of two halves today, really. Hampton had the better of the first half. We had the better of the second half. So are you really happy with the point?
Yeah, I am really overall. We're mixed really. As I say, you turn around and drive home tonight or think about the game over the weekend and you analyse it, which way you got to analyse it. But, first half we never got going in any way of form. I felt we were sloppy in a big way. I think we started off very sloppy and I thought we were lazy. And certainly, we never played and set our game out to the right tone what we're used to. And, with a great respect to Hampton, you have to come here and stamp your authority on the game and turn around and let people know why you are top of the league the right way. But we haven't done enough of that in the first half, and all credit to Hampton. They got amongst us. The pitch was very, very bobbly out there. It was a big leveller, there's no doubt about that. And they worked very, very hard. And Aaron L made a couple of great saves, being fair to him. And they've scored on the stroke of half-time, where, no complaints in respect to the first half, apart from we didn't work hard enough. We didn't do enough today. And you can't turn around and turn it on and turn it off like a light switch, as I say, because everybody wants to beat us now. And we've got to keep pushing to get them final points to hopefully gain promotion. But, hard words at half-time, there's no doubt about that.
And yes, first half, as you say, we really could have been 2 or 3 down. Aaron Howell made a couple of fantastic saves, in fact, from our own defenders. And really talking about the defence, it looked as though in the first half in particular, we were defending incredibly deeply. And obviously that's very, very dangerous, isn't it, when you've got the slope against you? Yeah,
no, as I say, I've always turned around and said that since I've been at the club, the strongest part of our team has always been our defence. I think since we've been here out of probably just over 50 games now. I don't go back through the records, but I bet we've probably got 25 clean sheets out of them 50 games, and we've been very strong. But, being fair, the players have taken it on board. They know me and Steve Thompson are disappointed with the way we've, planned and set our manner out of going to work today with the first half. We didn't do enough. But, they're big lads. They take it on board. They get their praise. And, the right way. They've been criticised in the first half. Because I thought, as I say, we haven't done enough here. And, there was words said at half-time, there's no secret about that. There was a lot more about a second half. There had to be in every way, otherwise it would become a disastrous day. And, the day was really very similar probably to the away game down at Thurrock earlier before Christmas, where... it was a game of two halves there, and we found it very, very hard against teams near the bottom. There's no doubt about that, and we have to keep going. But as I say, I can go home tonight and think to myself, well, it could have been a disastrous day. And sometimes you have to turn around when you expect to get a full loaf, you only get half. We've ticked that ball over another point. It's made it harder still for other teams to chase us.
Why do you think it is that we perhaps do struggle against, or have struggled against, the teams down at the bottom? Is it because they raise their game, because it's Woking? Is it because, in fact, they are struggling for points themselves? I mean, after all, even Chelmsford slipped up today. They lost 1-0 to Bromley.
Hey, that's a question I'd like to be able to answer totally, but like I say, what I would say is the compliments what we've earned, rightly so, where we are in the league. We've got them points on merit by hard work. Game in, game out, home and away, great travelling support, everybody working hard for the club. And we've got to a situation now that, teams take notice of it, where we are, and they're going to raise their game. It was their cup final today. As much as they're still fighting for points to be staying up, they worked very, very hard today. They made it very, very hard for us. But you're going to get that. You've got to be able to handle that. As a management team, as a player, you've got to turn around and, be able to come through that. And let's be honest, we've lost Jack King today with 14, 15 minutes to go, and where I'm standing over the far side with Steve Thompson, I've got no complaints. I think it's stupidity by Jack's point of view. He knows better than that. He's disappointed. He's let himself down and he's let the club down today. And he's a big player. But, we've had to go through the last 14 minutes of the match today with 10 men. So, you could turn around and think to yourself, well, it could have been worse. We haven't got beat. And the situation over the last 2 games, what have gone on over the last 7 days, really, the way I look at it is that, it just proves what a big cushion that was last week by beating Dartford. We've turned around and beat Dartford last week, and we drew here today against Hampton, where we took 4 points from the last 2 games there. Dartford have won today. They've closed that situation back again, in respect that they've took 3 points today. But we're still 1 more point better off than what we were 2 weeks ago in respect of earning more than Dartford, of course, and that's where I believe the biggest threat will come from. I think that we've got to keep doing our job, but all credit, I said it last week, to Dartford, they're working hard. Sutton United have made some good signings recently, no doubt about that. They've strengthened. They're a good outfit, and then you've got Welling today who've gone down to Dover and won, so they're not saying no. So we're not going to just have a situation here where everyone's getting built up for a party. It's not the case of that. We've got 12 games to go, and I think at the end of the day we've got to go and win 7. I believe that we want 7 wins. If we get 7 wins on the board to go on top of the 69 points we've got 90 points. And if you get 7 wins, you get 90 points and you don't go up, you're going to be very, very unlucky. So there's my target. I've always said that, at the end of the day, we need a target around that area. Because every time we play and get a result of any kind, going forward being positive, whether it's a win or a draw, it's another fence gone where games are running out for the other teams to catch you. So, like I say, a little bit mixed, but like I say, also probably a little bit relieved we haven't got beat.
And another tough game coming up against Maidenhead United next week. We know what a dangerous side they are. I mean, they obviously did very, very well when they played us in the FA Cup. So, again, a team to watch.
All of them are. All of them are, as I say, they come down there and they raise their game. But, as I say, we've got to think of ourselves and look after ourselves. And the next, big challenge is Maidenhead next week. And, Drex will have his team fired up, there's no doubt about that, and they'll work hard and everything else here. But, we've got to turn around and go about our job the proper way. We've got to start. We didn't start properly today, and as I say, but, I look over the last period of time, probably since Christmas, we ain't had a bad run still. I think, whatever way you look at it, since Christmas, we've still had a very good points tally and return, and we're at 30 games gone now, and I think that, to have 69 points on the board out of 30 games and averaging over 2 points a game, we're on course. But as I say, it's a case of now keep going. We have to assess the situation now in the midfield area. There's no secret about that now, with Jack going to be starting the suspension over the next couple of weeks, but we've got time to deal and take a view of that, there's no doubt about that. And we'll assess the situation with some of the boys coming back from injuries. So, like I say, there's still a lot of work to be done, a lot of points to play for. But, like I say, at the end of the day, there's 21 other managers, there's 21 other clubs who'd like to be in our position today.
Lovely.
It's a case of how I look it is, it's not a case of us, winning the league, it's a case of us throwing it away. We've got to make sure that we keep firm, do things properly, working hard and training, working for 90 minutes on match days, and see where it takes us.
Lovely, thank you very much, Garry.
Cheers.